Hello, my fellow gamers. This is the Anima of Gaming here, bringing you another video today. And today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty. Now, I was a big FPS fan, and the first game I got was Call of Duty 3 for the Xbox 360. I enjoyed that game, and I enjoyed every moment of it. I usually played with my brother on split screen as well, since I didn't have that many friends around. But I had a lot of fun with that. And one of the first FPS games I played alongside Halo 2 for the Xbox. No, the original Xbox. Apparently, the 360, even though it had the red ring of death, was backwards compatible. But like I said, I enjoyed and played it, and because of that, I was able to play other games like Call of Duty 2, got Call of Duty 2, the big red one, and I got the first one off of the store before I started playing it on the PC. I tried playing United Offensive, but for some reason I had to try and get a fix because of the Windows operating system and it being an old game, which they should have at least re-released a patch or something like that, but it's been a while. And then I went to Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3. My brother was supposed enough to get Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare, but I played and completed. I got Infinite Warfare on the PC a while back, and I can play that as well. I played Black Ops 1, I think. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Wait, no. Yeah, 1. On, I went up for the console, but I got it for the Wii. But during one mission, it froze the game, and I couldn't even if I started back up, couldn't go back to it. So my parents were supposed enough to buy a defective uh, Wii game, so I was able to get it again a few years later and played it and completed it. I then went on to playing 2. Now 2 had some changes to it. Like I just played it normally without noticing anything what the stuff you had to do in it. But then when I played it again, I got a different ending, which I think I kind of enjoyed because it's like there's different things you have to do to get a certain ending, and there's something you didn't know about before you that changes your ending throughout the entire playthrough. So that was phenomenal, and a lot of people enjoyed that. Now I didn't get. I tried to play 3, but I couldn't get the work on my PC. And I didn't get 4 because I wasn't an online type of guy, battle royale type of guy, and I wasn't phased in playing multiplayer for other people. But then World at War. Now this game brought the aspect of what war was all about. That was my top favorite game because I know 1, 2, 3 has different people taken from different countries. From I think 1 was like I think the Americans and Russians, and then 2 was the British, the Americans, and the Russians again, and then the 3 was like British, Russians, Canadians. But it wasn't the Russians, it was the Americans, British, Canadians, and then the Polish. Then I think the French. Well, I don't know if you played as the French character, but you were with the French Resistance. And then I think and there was the Polish tank crew, I think, and I think that's it mostly. But World of War was different. It took place on the Pacific campaign and the Russians, and it was gruesome. I have to say, it was. They took the aspects of it and made it awesome. Which I wish they re-released these games again because I'm during ways back. I was a huge played Medal of Honor. I played some of the Medal of Honor games from Medal of Honor. What was it? Medal of Honor European Assault and Riding Sun on the Xbox. I played Medal of Honor on the PC, all the World War II games. Oh, some of them. I tried to play Pacific Assault, but I couldn't get that to work. What else? What else? I played the Medal of Honor Airborne, which was it was okay, but it was short, and I expected to have like more missions than just what I think 7, 8, or 9 missions. But yeah, I really wanted to have more than that. And then I played the Medal of Honor. I don't know if it was the reboot, but it was the two Medal of Honor modern versions. I say the first one was okay, but the second one, it was meh. I mean, it was average, and then it was below average. It was meh, which which I understand why it was meh. I mean, it tried to do a lot of things, and then I understand why. Since it was a modern type game like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, but it was meh. I mean, I know a lot of people have. There was a controversy behind Modern Warfare 2, and I know the first one was all right because it was all right. The what else? What else? I want to say that the dang, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. When they try to remaster Modern Warfare and just to get people to buy Infinite Warfare, it was pretty stupid because I don't know why you have to buy a game people don't want for a game people do want. But I'll get to that. Well, I'll get to that now because Modern Warfare and Call of Duty all was World War II games. They all the games at least was most of the games were World War II. But they milked it so much that it gets boring and it stays the same. I mean, the current one was Call of Duty World War II, as it says, and not to mention it wasn't. I mean, it was okay for die people. It was average, but it's mostly the same. I mean, it's like they do the same iconic battles as you this like Modern Warfare. I mean, no, we know. Medal of Honor and Call of Duty. They always some of the missions they do is the same D-Day mission, the same Normandy Operation Market Garden missions. I mean, it's the same mi- area or the same area slash mission, but better or improved upon. I mean, they have the opportunity to do other divisions and other places and other types of other types of battles. Like Big Red One had it. Well, the Medal of Honor Airborne had some of the you dropping in Italy. I think Sicily or Italy. I'm not sure. Drop dropping you. Yeah, I think it was Italy dropping you down there. And European assault takes place in different areas from one area to the next. Like you in one place you're in Russia, then you're in the desert in Africa, and then you're in take place in the Battle of the Bulges, Bulge, and then I mean, yeah, World War II did was like back to what it was, but the the battle, I mean, it just did the same D-Day thing, and it didn't show that much, almost didn't show that much of well of bringing back to its World War II roots than what World at War did. But but yet but then again, people say about Battlefield 5, but Battlefield 5 has had its own problem. But they could have done a lot more at different missions from different locations that they have, at the campaign from different other areas, factions around the world in World War II. Because there were a ton of them in World War II, and then they should have nailed the aspect of it. I mean, I mean, I would add a good amount of different other people in different other army divisions taking place in different areas that are not in the same location. from Africa, Italy, Russia. I mean, there's a lot more they could have done for it. But then again, whenever, but then again, the Call of Duty franchise has been milked, and people do complain about it wanting to change. But then again, even if they did change, the developers do want to change it. They complain again about it not being what it was before, which doesn't get me. I mean, at one hand, I think that Call of Duty needs to change or do something new. On the other hand, it should be the same as before because you can't please both sides. It's either you do boots on the ground or you do boots on the ground the same as usual. You do something different. No, it's not what it is. We want boots on the ground, and it's just like the same thing over and over again. It's like you can't win. And I understand the gripe with people, and but I also understand what the Devils are trying to do. They want to try and do something new with the franchise. But then again, it's an FPS first-person shooter that started in World War II. Now, Battlefield 3, I don't know how Battlefield 3 was able to get past that. I mean, they were fine, but the only thing they were able to do that is because it's multiplayer. So, I mean, they passed that bar, but then again, they had 4, and then they had 5, and then they had, what was that other one? It was that custom movie. I can't remember. It was so bad I can't even remember it. But anyway, Boots on the Ground. Yeah, I did enjoy it, but then again, it's like how long until you get tired of it? I mean, I played Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, and I say even if people didn't like it, I said I enjoyed it a bit because they tried to take something different, try to do something to change the aspect of it, do something different. But they should have did do one thing that they World at War did, and nailed the aspect of how gruesome war was. How bad it. What would you do when you answer the call to serve your country? What would you do when you have to fight and die for that country? So that's mostly my thoughts because again, I mean, the they're doing bring it back. They're doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is mostly single player. I think mostly single. I think they might do multiplayer. I'm not sure. Which I think they said it was a 15 out. The campaign was 15 hours, and they're going to do something that nails a bit about that. But so I can't wait. That's one of the games I'm going to be anticipating about. I'm going to expect. So that's all my thoughts. And if you have an opinion about what's your favorite Call of Duty, what have you played in the past, I'd like to you to comment that below and see what kind of Call of Duty you would create, and if you like either Call of Duty or Modern Warfare, I mean Medal of Honor and whatnot, and if you played any of those, so let me know in the comments below.